Hi, so I wanted to give you a little overview of our course and how the Canvas shell will look and operate for this primarily online course. So this is our open page, our home page. You'll have some announcements up here from your instructor, typically some reminders about things that might be coming up. And your shell might look slightly different than this depending on your instructor. Photos should be here and stuff. Here you can find a link to your syllabus and an introduction from your professor, as well as if you're doing any synchronous time together. For our class, this is optional. If you would prefer to do a discussion live, you're welcome to come into our Wednesday session following the link that's here as well. So, and then down here you'll see the topics, the primary topics for each week, an overview of our course, our learning outcomes, and then the course summary of when things are due is sort of here. So depending on if you're using the discussion option, you may have some Sunday due dates. Otherwise, the week begins for us on Monday, and we have our discussion on Wednesday, live discussion. Or if you're doing the threads, you'll post your initial posting on Wednesday and then respond to peers by Sunday. But all the new content should be open on Monday for you, or most of you, looks like you're going to be participating in the Zoom live discussion, so you can work from Wednesday to Wednesday, essentially. And so you don't need to worry about posting any discussion. Those points will just be given in class. So this might be slightly different depending on what avenue you're taking. But I wanted to really show you modules because that's how you'll really work through the course. So if it'll go there, yeah, okay. So this is just some information if you need orientation to Canvas and how it works, but most of you have been around a while, so you can see. If you click on this first area, you'll kind of get an introduction to the week and what our topics are. If this was a slideshow, you'd kind of be like our goals for this week. So you can start here, and the easiest way to navigate modules is just hit this next button, and it takes you to the next thing that's required of you, which outlines your reading for the week. And again, if you're working on your reading, the reading should be due before the Wednesday for this particular course. And so you can post either your discussion that's related to the reading, or we can have an in-class discussion. So complete that before Wednesday. And then also the same thing with the multimedia. The due date is here. That's also by Wednesday before our synchronous session or before you post. And this gives you kind of an outline of our topic, or this might be a video that's created by me or by your instructor, or a YouTube video here, as this is the case. So this week you'll be looking, first week you'll be looking at some inclusion issues and the principles of partial participation. So you watch those. And then this is our discussion. So be prepared to either have this discussion live or to do your first post on that discussion by the Wednesday. It gives you that reminder there. And then we will go on to our reminder. And that's essentially our week one. If we go on, we'll get into week two, it's introduction, and sort of the work that you're working through there, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. If you just use the next button, it'll take you to the next section of the reading. Now, there is quite a bit of reading in this class because it's an asynchronous class, and most of it's not through lecture. Even if we meet for discussion, I won't be preparing a lecture for you, so it is essential that you complete the reading and the multimedia. In some weeks, you'll have more than one topic, Like here, the topic is presumed competence, and you'll be doing some reading and watching a discussion about that. And then we'll have another topic, which is talking about functional goals with a reading for that. And also the third topic is working with families. So you'll see that there's quite a bit of content leading up to our Wednesday conversation, but it's definitely workable. And when we get together, we will definitely talk about the assignments that are coming up in this class. Most of them are building building toward our signature assignment, which is a person-centered plan for an individual that you will be selecting who has a moderate to severe disability. So the first thing you need to do is be able to select a individual that has a moderate to severe disability that's K through 20 or 3 years old to 22, that you have access to school records and also to a parent. So you can do an interview, and it's fine to do that in a remote setting via Zoom or face-to-face if it's safe for you to do that during these times, or if it's a family member or something like that. So it doesn't have to be someone you know in a professional context. You can work with someone from your church or from your community. As long as you have access to some school records, we can make that happen. So I'm excited to see you all on Wednesday, and we will go through the assignments a little more specifically that week and also have our discussion and answer any of your questions. But go ahead and look through the syllabus and see what questions you have before we touch base together, and hope that clarifies things for you, and see you soon.